What is going on, guys? Welcome to Reel and Roll. Today we're going to do every single modification I have on my Oldtown Sportsman 120 PDL. We're going to go bow to stern. I'm going to give you links to every single thing. That way you can mod your kayak the exact same way. Stay tuned. All right, guys, like I said, bow to stern. So we're going to start with our storage area up here, and I'm going to show you my first modification. So in this hatch, this rope right here, I tied an extra prop down. I just looped it through, and it hangs down here. That way, if I'm ever on the water and I bust the prop, I have this ready to go. I also have two of the pins right here taped to the prop in case I lose one of those. All right, guys, we're on to the net now. This right here is actually a little roto grip from Yak Attack, but it holds the Ego net perfectly right there. I see this mod on a lot of kayaks now. Keeps that net super accessible when you're out there fishing. Next, we have our anchor. This right here is from Yak Hobby. It folds in and out. This anchor, I think, is almost 8 feet. It's a great little shallow water anchor. I have the one that comes out a couple inches, goes straight down. This comes in handy on super windy days. Every modification we have on the pedal drive, we're going to start with these spacers right here from Yak Hobby. It keeps this from moving left to right. Then from Navarre kayaks, we have this attachment right here. Okay, and then we have our Yak Attack camera mount. Then we have our GoPro 11 with a mic boom and an extra light. I'll show you guys what that angle looks like right now. All right, that's where you guys see most of my videos from. All my tutorials while we're on the water is coming from this camera right here. Okay, let's go to our tiny little 5-inch Garmin depth finder. This is the CV. All it does is regular sonar down and down scan. I really just use it for water temperature as well as depth. Comes in super handy. And then it's mounted on this handle right here. So this comes from Navarre Kayaks. Also, it is a custom handle, so that way you can mount things on the handles. If you guys want a video of me swapping those out, let me know. These are super handy. I highly recommend. 10 out of 10. Then we have our hog leash. Catch a bass, throw them on this, keep them nice and alive for a very long time. Absolutely love this thing. I've had this on every kayak I've owned for like 5 years. Don't forget about the kayak cushion. Definitely recommend one of those as well. And we're going to swing over to the other side. One more thing I forgot to mention about the pedal drive. We have this right here. These are actually magnets that I put on here aftermarket, so I can throw lures down and they stay put. It's a super easy mod. These are just sticky magnets. I put 3 on there, 1, 2, 3. I'll throw a link in the description below. I'm going to throw links for everything in the description below, but this one right here, one of my favorite mods I have on here, and also one of the cheapest. All right, back to the depth finder real quick. So we have those cables running down to right here. This is our handy GoPro we keep with us at all times. These cables run right into there. Then they go through, and we're gonna get back into the bow. All right, guys, we're back to our front storage hatch. I just wanted to show y'all real quick. This is where we keep the 10 amp hour battery for the depth finder. We have a through hole kit coming in right here. And then underneath the kayak, we have our transducer. All right, I know everyone has one of these. This is the Yak Attack cup holder. This is usually where all my soft plastics end up, if not up around here. This is a musket accessory. Right next to it, we have our Yak Attack track packs. These are super handy. I love using these. They keep all of my soft plastics and my go-to lures for that day. I actually have them stacked too high, so you can come all the way down there and look at all those beautiful shiny baits that we have ready to go. Okay, guys, we've got 3 aftermarket accessories right here. One is this handle. This is from Navarre Kayaks. This is what we put our rod holder in, our Trika 3X rod. That way we can grab it and it's right next to the seat. Then we have our Navarre handle for our steering unit. This makes it way easier to reach down and grab. And then this little guy is just a cover for a rod tube holder that I never use. I don't like where it's placed, so I bought one of these to throw on there. That is also aftermarket. Okay, moving down, we have one of our favorite customizations here, or modifications. This guy right here. This is actually for holding paddles, but I keep my paddle right there. This is what I use for my catch board, and I put it right behind the seat. I added a track there, the paddle holder, and the catch board. I'm pretty short, so I can move the seat up a long ways to reach the pedals, and it gives me all the space right here. I'm the first person I've seen have it mounted like this. Okay, then we have our Hobie H crate, the Hobie H crate with the 2 boxes on the side as well. This is where we hold all of our rods. We have 4 on the H crate and then 2 extra ones in the rod holder. And then 1 usually sits in the rod holder up here. So we usually go out with anywhere from 5 to 7 rods. Okay, this track right here, this is what we use to hold our boomstick for our big over-the-shoulder shots. This right here is a little tie-down strap. I'll show you guys what that does when we're loading up. And this is our big boomstick, which is going to give us this camera angle right here. Guys, I am a huge fan of YOLOtek, especially their juice banks. I have 2 of them, each hooked up to a GoPro 11 on my kayak. I also had the side doors for them changed as well. The juice banks are amazing. I can shoot for almost 10 hours when they are 100% fully charged, and I'm doing it in 1080/30, okay? YOLOtek is where it's at, guys. They have some amazing products. If you're trying to become a YouTuber, I highly recommend checking out YOLOtek. All right, going to the back, we don't have anything too special back here. Of course, we have our rudder. I did put on the aftermarket tension adjust for the rudder itself. Aftermarket part right here, this is how we adjust the tension. This is how we have it locked out. That is another aftermarket part from Navarre Kayaks. Then, of course, we have our light stick, nothing too fancy. Come around the backside, another aftermarket track right here. This is the Mighty Mount. This is for our tie-down cables. Oh yeah, and this camera right here. It's always good to keep a GoPro handy just next to your side. This is an old GoPro 8, but it's really good for underwater shots. You can just kick it on, it's recording. And now we're over here. Boom. Let's do one more recap from bow to stern. We've got our net handy. Under here, you know, we've got a prop, some extra pens, and we've got our battery as well. This is the GoPro 11 that I usually shoot from. That's most angles that you see me on the water in. Spacers right here. This aftermarket mount, handle holder, shallow water anchor. This one breaks away. I'll show you how that stores here in a second. We've got our little Garmin hooked up to our aftermarket handle. Never forget this, super important. Extra GoPro, measuring board coming back. All of our rods, our Hobie H crate. This is our light. Big boomstick coming out the back for those super wide angles. Coming down, we have our original paddle and the paddle holder. We have an extra track right here, same one on the other side. Don't forget about YOLOtek. Make sure you check out their juice banks. Another aftermarket handle right here with our favorite Trika 3X rod, cover, knob. I'll put links to all this below, don't worry. Our track packs, these are super handy. I highly recommend these. Cup holder, everyone has one. Don't forget about these magnets right here. And that's it, guys. That's the whole thing from bow to stern. All right, guys, I promised every single modification, so I'm gonna make sure that you get every single modification. I forgot about this guy right here. This is our wing nut. It floats. It's from Navarre Kayak. I'll put a link below. Down here, we've got our transducer. That is flush mounted. That's for our little Garmin that we use. Moving down, we have our seat risers from Yak Hobby. If there is one thing that you were to get out of this video, please get some seat risers. It's gonna make your back feel so much better. And then these tie downs right here, these are just the regular mounts. I cut a little slit right there so that way you can put the tie down strap on it, because this guy is ratcheted in. But it takes the pressure from directly on the kayak and it kind of splits a little bit more. Okay, some bonus modifications for y'all. All right, guys, that is every single modification that we have on this Oldtown 120 PDL. All right, if you want any help, you want more descriptions, you want a breakdown of an install, make sure you comment below and let me know so I can break that down for you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button, and remember, reel and roll.